Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wild Things Found Online. I am Vokal the Slug Cat, and we are back again with some big Toph. Now, I feel like this is going to be a pretty good one. We're doing a throwback. This will be October 17th, 2025. And I believe this is the night that she got kicked out of the shelter that her and Marie were in together. So, without further ado, I haven't watched this one yet. I think I might have actually missed this, but yeah, let's go ahead and dive into today's stream. If you could be so kind, think about subscribing to the channel, maybe dropping a like, highly appreciated, and let's get on with it.
Until 1 a.m. Until they were like, yeah, they didn't even tell me why I was being deprived of my sleep. So here we are.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Woohoo. No, I'm not under a bridge. If I was under the bridge, you would hear the traffic.
Oh, Tophia. We see the direction that you've went in since then. Just give it a little bit more time. Give it a little more time.
Luckily, luckily I'm good with money, and
Sure, okay.
Somewheres. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had no place to go except to sleep under a bridge, no blanket, and just a hoodie. Don't we just love it?
Yeah, I love it. The consequences of your own actions. It's pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah, no blanket, no tent, no hoodie. So, yeah. They are miserable. Yeah, they blamed me and said it's my fault. I'm too mental to stay there. But yet they had a woman hollering to herself, talking about how they put glue in her cookie. If you know what I mean by cookie, because, I can't say the P word. But yeah, she shouted it to security and said they put glue in her cookie. And proceeds to sit there or lay there, holler and scream and talk to herself. But I'm the one that's too mental to have a place to stay.
Well, I mean, that is pretty crazy. I ain't gonna lie. but she wasn't trying to off herself. So, hey, I mean, there's levels to that shit.
That's discrimination. First of all, you're discriminating against someone off the basis of their mental health and telling them you're depriving them of a place. When I said I had telling her they lied.
Well, hold on. Like, you can't say they're discriminating based on your mental health if you just describe someone that arguably sounds just as crazy, if not crazier, than the little stunt that you pulled.
To my mom, mind you, and they told her we would never put her out there with no place to go. And she kept telling me, and I said, you are being misled. Now she knows. Yeah, they were gonna dump me under a bridge with no place to go.
And whose fault would that have been, Tophia?
Because the police showed up. The social media called them. And basically that's my fault. And I'm too mental. Which is crazy because I'm not a threat to anyone.
Yeah, I mean, it is your fault because at the time you were a threat to yourself. You see, it's almost as if if you didn't feel the need to broadcast every little thing you do, none of this, you could have still been at the shelter with Marie. I'm not advocating for another Tylenol incident, but like, who is like, you know what? I'm about to delete myself from the server. Let me just turn on a live stream real quick so I can cry about it. Like, dude, like, no, you're weird.
That is crazy. And now I have to get an evaluation and wait 30 days and have no place to go, but probably under a bridge with a tent, if I can even afford one, because I got to pay my storage. And I have to request a refund because, yeah, I made a reservation. I couldn't, because a lot of places, if you make
a reservation, what? Hold on.
A reservation, you can't check in till a certain time. So I have to get a refund back from that, and I had to pay extra money just to be able to check in.
Oh, okay. I I thought she meant like at like a restaurant or some shit. I was like, what do you mean you made a reservation? But hey, Toph, look, this is all your own doing. Okay. And if you did end up out there under a bridge, I think it's really interesting to see if you look at any other time when she's comfortable, all the bravado that she normally comes with, look at her. She is high key stressing right now. And maybe she needs to be in this state. Maybe she'll actually take her life serious. But I feel like for Tophia, it'll have to get bad. I think the being under the bridge, that might be the only thing that will actually wake her up at this point. Because as long as she's allowed to just stay in the shelter, she's fine.
Or else I was not going to have anywhere to go. And so, yeah.
Why are you so stressed?
Intibio is the only gut-focused treatment for moderate to severe Crohn's and UC. Gut-focused Intibio works right where you need it.
So, yeah.
With a legacy of more than
Yeah.
You know what's funny is they're mad because I won't mention something, and they know exactly what I won't mention. And you can stay mad about that all you want. I'm not going to talk about you because you're not important enough to talk about what happened to you. So you could be mad all you want about me not talking about what you know I won't talk about. And I know you're mad. I won't talk about it, and I'm not.
Then why even reply? Because what the hell are you even saying right now? It's just a bunch of sounds coming out of your mouth.
Going to talk about it because I don't care.
Ask your doctor if Intibio, including the Intibio
You did. You said all of that to say nothing. Amazing.
pen, is right for you.
I know because someone told me that they're mad that I won't mention that, and I'm not going to mention it.
Okay, that's cool, I guess.
It's not all about you now, is it?
Well, I take back what I said. She's already being smug yet again. It hasn't even been like a minute. I don't understand where she finds the confidence. I need a little bit of that. Like nah, don't rub it off on me, but just hand it to me in the plastic bag, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, well, I will talk about it. They're mad because they're not the center of attention and that they're not the main character. That's why they're mad.
And you are? Okay.
That's it. That's all. They're mad because I won't mention them like if they're in my brain 24/7, which it was 247. It was just 247. That's funny.
Wow.
I'm losing it. I'm not losing it. I literally was deprived of my fucking sleep because someone decided to call the police and they said I'm too mental to have a place to stay when you've got women hollering all night, staying up, sleeping in their beds, talking to themselves, mind you, all goddamn night and literally being freaking crazy. But I'm mental and I just walked in and had to sit there and listen to this lady holler and yell at nobody and say that they put glue in her PUSSY because
We get it,
what?
Tophia.
Who in their right mind says somebody shoved glue up there?
And again, that's crazy that they would keep those people in there. But of course, trying to delete yourself is a different level of crazy. So, hey, I'm not against the shelter's stance. I'm glad they put you out.
But I'm the mental one. When all I was doing was just going in to get some sleep. Crazy, right?
It's not.
Because they want to shove me in the psychiatric ward and drug me up and shove me with medication.
Well, I mean, what's the big deal? You popped 7 pills. I mean, same thing, right?
For no reason, because they want a reason to say that I'm mental when I don't belong with people like that.
Are you sure?
Wow.
Don't do it again. Don't break his alibi. I'll take a Renicora. Good day to win.
Oh, what a
Don't be so angry, Toph.
hold on.
Come on, get your motel Wi-Fi together.
But you know what's funny?
There's something that you need to know.
What?
This so-called person that does not know how to manage money was able to pull off a feat of paying for a room because you thought you did something you didn't do, and I still had money to get a place.
Tophia, did you really just say that getting a motel room for the night was a feat? A feat. That's fucking insane. Okay? A feat is Goku blowing up a planet. A feat is a motherfucker lifting 500 pounds over their head. Paying fucking $40, $60 to get a motel for the night is not a feat. What the hell are you talking about?
Another detective took photos.
Ooh,
You
she's
can
so
laugh all you
tough.
want in the comment section.
Oh, we are. Don't worry.
How'd you like me? I lost my phone.
You didn't do anything, so
Went to the ER. Went to Karen. When did you start dating?
try again. It's not.
Tophia, like this this is why you will continue to get trolled into oblivion. Like you literally, of course, I mean, I feel like people should have called the cops for the Tylenol incident because even if we know that Tylenol is not going to take you out of the game, right? But the fact that this was the mind state that you were in, supposedly, yeah, a wellness check to make sure you're mentally good and aren't going to do something to, you're not going to escalate and do another attempt to delete yourself. Yeah, if anything, you should be happy people actually care. Now, the fact that you got kicked out of your shelter, hey, that's on you, okay? Because this is all based on your actions. If you would have never did the Tylenol stunt, you could have still been chilling in there with Marie. But I don't think you wanted to stay there anyway. But that's neither here nor there.
Not working. I'm still not going to mention it. No matter what you try to do, I'm not going to mention it.
Okay.
It's not all about you. It's not.
I love him. He loves me. Then why does he date other women? You're not as smart as Mike.
You're not going to be the center of attention. You're not the main character. You're mad that I won't mention it. Which I don't even think it really did happen. Maybe it did. But you know what's funny? The new thing they did is restricted because they are posting stuff they're not supposed to.
Like, Tophia, what the fuck are you even talking about? You are using such vague language. Unless you are literally talking to like one specific person and there's like some inside shit there. I have no idea what the fuck she's talking about right now. And it's annoying as hell.
Nobody is going to be able to see nothing because you're restricted.
Wow, so cool.
That's so funny.
Is it? I don't
It's not
know,
going to
man.
get recommended because it's restricted.
You take really good care.
Yeah, it is restricted because someone told me and I went there and it wouldn't even let me see it because it says it's restricted. It says that the content that is being posted in there does not align with the guidelines of of the place they're posting it. So because it does not align with the guidelines, they've restricted it themselves until they're approved. And once they're approved, then they'll be able to share it out to people. Otherwise, the only way you can see it is if you get the app, which I'm not getting an app. I don't have an account. I'm not making an account. I told someone else I'm not doing that.
Okay, so with all the small context clues we have here, I'm assuming she's talking about like Reddit. Tophia, who gives a fuck? You are 30 something years old. Like, shut up. Oh my God.
But yeah, it's restricted, but it forces you to get the app. And then you have to, so they're restricted and they're going to get taken down again.
Look, I know Mike's a good man.
Okay.
So, since they want to be mad that I didn't mention it, there's your 5 seconds. How do you get taken down before the GoFundMe? Funny. You advocate so much to take down a GoFundMe that you got taken down.
And just look at this smug smile and remember that the GoFundMe, she never was able to collect on that. So that just makes it so much better in retrospect. This is amazing.
Bye-bye. It'll happen again, and I didn't have to do nothing. I didn't do literally nothing. You think that you live in my head rent free? You haven't been living in my head rent free.
Tophia, you've been talking about whatever the fuck you're talking about for like the last 5 minutes. They are in your head, just chilling with their feet kicked up, with a plushie and and a bag of popcorn. What are you talking about?
I could care less. I really could. People were sending me stuff. That's it. That's all.
Smart cat. Why does he have baby? He's got money, good looks, so woman waiting on him when he gets home. What the hell are you doing here? Arresting you again.
Olivia Benson. Oh, look who it is. Mr. Ice himself. The D-list celebrity, Dean Cain.
You call me if you need anything.
Mr. Join Ice.
I'm so sorry.
Don't bet on that. That was good bad. Huh? They said baby foul.
They had to play this episode.
Remember that.
What is the basis of the motion?
Oh, it's been a while.
To search isn't your apartment.
Quite some time.
A living girlfriend, a roommate who consent to search the common areas, and that's where we found them.
Yeah, someone told me, and I didn't mention it, and then they got mad that I didn't mention it, because I think here's my thing, right? I don't think that really happened. I think they tried to take it, it didn't get taken down. What I think is they deactivated it, so that way they could get me to say it, so that way they could say I spread misinformation. That's what I think. I'm not a dummy.
Tophia, I don't think the trolls on Reddit care about defamation. Okay, like I don't know why you think, like, I just don't understand the thought process here. I really don't.
I'm not a dummy. They wanted me to say that it got taken down, so that way I could sit here and say that, and then they could say I'm spreading misinformation, and then they could try to sue me. When if you sue me and take me to court, you're just literally going to show the judge that you documented harassing me. You know that because you do have to share what's in there, right? So you would have been dumb enough to show the judge that you're harassing me. What kind of idiots try to pull something like that and then turn around and screw themselves over? Is that not stupid? They thought that I was going to mention it because they were hoping maybe I would spread misinformation. And then they could say, look, she's spreading misinformation because, like I told them, I'm going to say stuff and they don't know if it's true or not. And if they run around spreading it, they won't know if it's misinformation. So they're trying to do it Uno reverse, and it didn't work because I was not going to take the bait.
Why? Tomorrow she's just waiting for the grand jury.
So they was mad I didn't mention it because that was their intent, was to get me to mention it. So that way they could say I'm spreading misinformation and then try to take me to court only for them to show the judge that they're documenting harassing me.
Tophia, you're just so dumb. Like it amazes me because it's like, there's a lot of dumb people in the world, but you never cease to amaze me, honestly, because what makes you think a group of random people from all over the country, or hell, probably even all over the world, because I know there's people that know about you in other countries, okay? What makes you think they are trying to build a court case against you for misinformation over some shit on Reddit? You think you are so important. You think you're the main character. And it's like, it's mind-numbingly stupid how far you think some people are willing to go. No, what is even the point of suing you, Tophia? You don't have any goddamn money. What do they have to gain? Fucking dumbass.
I should have done it. I should have let their stupid ASSs go to court so the judge could see that they're harassing me. The judge wouldn't have sided with them. They would have made themselves look stupid. I don't even have to speak. All I have to do is stay quiet and just let them talk themselves into being stupid. It's like when the cops say you have the right to remain silent. Well, I'm going to use my right to remain silent in court, because the more you talk, the more you make yourself look stupid. There isn't anything they can say that is going to explain why they're harassing someone with an account like that. They can't tell the judge nothing. Oh, whether they're going to say a black person is racist? Yeah, good luck with that one.
Okay.
What are you going to tell the judge? Oh, okay. Crazy, right?
As an opioid, it may cause serious life-threatening breathing problems. Ask about naloxone. Overdose. Get it. Find a way if you're
This is insane. I deserve
You
justice.
are
I really
insane.
do. This is
You deserve justice, Tophia. Like, come on, man. Come on. Are we, whatever this Reddit shit is, because it's like, I'm not about to go back and look. I think the original Reddit is gone anyways. What the hell are you talking about? Deserve justice for what? People being mean to you online? Cyrax levels of delusion. Please shut up.
exhausting. I'm tired. Like, I literally got deprived of sleep, which I'm now going to be deprived even more of sleep because I don't have nowhere to go. All because someone wanted to call the cops and now I'm being punished. Oh, but trust me, trust and believe, that is defamation. That's a big ass lawsuit. You know what happens with big ass lawsuits? You get big bucks. Trust me. I'm just going to figure out.
Why would I trust you on anything, Tophia? Like, you've never sued anyone. Obviously. You and your family do not have the funds to have ever pulled off a lawsuit. So you're just talking out of your ass right now.
Where I'm going to go. I'm not going back there. And they got a lawsuit on their hands. So thank you.
No,
you
they
just
do
helped
not.
me get all the money I needed to buy my house.
Okay. Remember, this was in October last year. So it's been like, what, over 6 months? Where the house at, Tophia? Where it at?
Because they cannot deny someone because they're too mental and they need an evaluation to stay there. Nowhere did it say I needed an evaluation to stay at a shelter. That is crazy work. Thank you. I may not get my money from GoFundMe, but I'll get my money from that lawsuit. And I have a lawyer that's going to work with me because I know someone who could tell me what lawyer to call that works pro bono, which means he doesn't get paid unless I win. And that is a defamation lawsuit. You cannot deny someone a place to sleep because they're too mental. When I'm not even talking to myself and I was peaceful. The only thing I told them was I didn't have anywhere to go, but I had no choice because I'm on a suspension, so I can't be on their property.
Okay, I apologize for the low quality suddenly. This was apparently a backup recording. So yeah, just a heads up.
Thank you. God works in mysterious ways.
Girl, shut up.
You just helped put money in my pockets. Lots of money. Not
Where
just
is it at?
500,000. Millions. Millions. Munions. Because you wanted to be.
I'm sorry. It's just so funny because she's so fucking smug about this, and nothing has manifested from this situation whatsoever.
Stupid and thought, oh, well, we could get her kicked out. Yeah, that's discrimination. And if you don't think so, it is, because they cannot deny someone a place to sleep because they're too mental. The only way they can deny someone a place to sleep is if they do not follow the rules, which I followed every single rule. The only issue is they tried to say I filmed on property when it happened. I was not on property when I did that. And literally, you could see the place that I was at because there was a photo where I was at. I was on Central. So for you to try to lie and say that I was filming on property at that time and I needed an evaluation, you have a big lawsuit.
I mean, look, I don't understand why you were trying to film your supposed deletion, no matter how you want to slice it. It all just sounds very stupid. Very stupid.
That's defamation.
So your diagnosis is alcohol poisoning?
Yes, but that's not her only problem. I found scarring on her knuckles, damage to her teeth enamel.
Oh, well, when I get this lawyer, you gonna know. Thank you for helping me. Yeah, someone who was a victim of a violent crime being tossed under a bridge with no place to go because I get back and they tell me that I have to sit there in a chair being deprived of sleep only to luckily have money to get a place, because if not, I would have been under a bridge. You know, my money management skills is off the charts because I do know how to manage money.
Girl,
I'm not stupid.
Tophia, shut the hell up. Shut your ass up. You are terrible with money. No decision that I have seen you make shows that you are good with money. Yeah, like, dude, you're homeless, but you've been to concerts, you going to the movies, you're buying collector buckets Hello Kitty Cafe, constantly buying bullshit that doesn't even fit from Temu. What are you talking about? You are horrible with money. It just burns a hole in your account and you have to go spend that shit.
You can't hide it.
But anyways, like you just helped me with more lawsuits against them.
And I got no one.
It's defamation times 2.
Program. Will you go?
Because there's the same company that runs the other place that I do have a defamation lawsuit. So I am going to be reporting them. I am going to advise my mom to sue them too. Because how do you treat a disabled person like that? Allowing residents to scream at her when she's hard of hearing and then tell her that she's going to get a no compliance for being behind the desk because she can't hear and she's hard of hearing. So you scream at someone with a disability that literally told you they were hard of hearing.
Well, if she's hard of hearing, how is she going to hear her unless she screams? I mean, isn't this the same excuse that you use for yelling at Mamachu, is that she can't hear? So what's the difference? Oh, when you do it, it's fine. Got you.
And didn't hear all the residents screaming at them because my mom lost complete hearing in one of her ears because she was shot in the face.
She's going to be a witness in the grand jury tomorrow.
Okay. And then, not to mention, you told this old lady that was sitting next to me that she needed to go sleep in a chair, which that's why I think that they did this, is because I'm speaking out and they don't like it, is the fact that they told this old lady she did get into an argument earlier, which was way earlier, but then way after, they tried to tell her to get up because she was disrupting people's sleep, to go sleep in a chair with a blanket. You tell an elderly woman who is literally trying to go to bed or go to sleep, you call security on her because she's not complying with you because she said she was not disrupting the peace, which she was not, which happened a lot earlier, and deprived her of sleep because you wanted to punish her, so you put her in a chair with a blanket and literally tell her to go sleep in a chair, and she says she can't sleep in a chair because of her health problems. That's the type of shelter you run, where you got rats running around everywhere. I cleaned my bag and got more mouse poop in my shit. Not only that, they stole my snacks. My sodas are gone that I literally bought. I can barely afford sodas, and you steal my shit.
Who, Tophia? I don't think the staff is stealing your fucking soda and snacks, Tophia. It's probably other people in the shelter. Would make way more sense.
Who drank my shit? And I know I know who it was. It wasn't a resident. It was the workers who took my shit. And you treat disabled people horribly. There is a lady that literally asked for 911 tonight while I was there. The same shuttle that dropped me off was dropping her off at the hospital just now after she asked for assistance like 3 hours ago for an ambulance because she could barely lift her arm and she was having issues with her health problems, right? And she asked for assistance. This is what's crazy, and what I just found out is that their phone does not dial out to 911. So you mean to tell me,
Tophia, girl, shut up. That is, I don't even think you can, I don't think there's any way to literally or legally even do that. Even cell phones with no service can call 911. What are you talking about? You just be talking, but none of the shit be making any sense at all.
me that if something happens to someone, you cannot dial your phone out to 911? Do you know how unsafe that is to have a shelter where you have a shelter and not be able to contact 911 if need be for emergency assistance for someone? And this lady asked for assistance, and then you tell her, well, you can get an ambulance or you could get the shuttle. So she's thinking, oh, I'm gonna get the shuttle because it's gonna be here on time.
I'm on my way.
And she's barely getting to the hospital at like 2:00 in the morning after she asked for assistance. And that's crazy.
Sending bus over to Cole.
Not to mention the mice crap in my stuff. I cleared out my bag and dumped that out only for shit to be back in my bag. Because I said what I said about that lady. That's why I'm being deprived of sleep. Oh yeah, and then to tell my poor mother, who is under the assumption that I'm getting a place, to tell her that I was getting a place and you weren't going to dump me under the bridge. I had to notify her that no, they don't have a place. They was going to dump me under the bridge because
They should have dumped your ass under there because you just been making a mockery no matter where you go. They should have just kicked your ass out. Maybe you would have learned something if you actually had to be on the streets for a couple nights. Maybe you would have resolved to actually do something with your damn life instead of screaming into a cell phone.
Because I knew if I didn't let her know, she could have probably had a heart attack and died. She has high blood pressure. And I had to let her know right away before I left. That way, if I left and I told her when I left, she would have been so worried she would have had a heart attack and died. All because
Word.
You didn't want to tell her the truth? Like, why are you lying to people? Crazy, right?
And again, I just want to say this real quick. Like, Tophia, you think you're so important that your mom would have had a heart attack and died? Well, I mean, Marie's husband has been MIA for like ever, essentially. She was in the car when her son's life was taken. And you think you just getting kicked out of the shelter for your own misbehavior, that's what's gonna do her in. Ridiculous. Come on.
Well, I had to tell her before I left because if I told her after I left, she would have had a heart attack. She has high blood pressure. So I had to tell her while she was there in comfort so that way she can see me face to face and I can tell her so she's not as worried, so she's prepared. That's why I told her. If I would have waited to tell her after I left, which I already knew, I knew they was lying to her. I told her, Mom, there is no place. The guy said, well, everyone had to go everywhere and he doesn't take people everywhere. So he said, we're not supposed to take people all these different spots. We're supposed to take y'all to like one spot. And he said, we're supposed to dump you under the bridge. Oh, that's great.
Word, Tophia, is that what the guy said? To literally dump you under the bridge? Like, shut up. That unless you did something extremely heinous, I don't see them just saying that. Like, get out of here.
Dump me under a bridge with no tent, no blanket. I'm like, my mom was like, take your blanket. I'm like, no, because then I have to carry it everywhere. And if I have to go into a restaurant, I can't carry that into a restaurant because then they're going to kick me out. Wonderful.
No, you can put it in your little micro backpack that you're always walking around with, Toph.
I'm begging. Where did I beg for anything? I have not even asked for money.
Disability Help Today connects Social Security disability applicants just like you.
I'm being deprived of my sleep.
We don't care.
I don't know. I got the sharp pain. I was freaking out. I was shaking. I was like, I got nowhere to go. I'm the one that's mental. But I'm literally just sitting there calm, covered up in a blanket because I'm shaking with nowhere to go, just eating snacks, waiting to be told that I'm on a 30-day suspension because someone else called the cops and I'm too mental to stay at a shelter.
But why did they call the cops, Tophia? Why are you just, you're just glossing over that part as if like it's just inconsequential? The fact that you pulled that little stunt. Yeah, that's where all this stemmed from. It's not even that you took the 7 Tylenol. It's the fact you decided to fucking broadcast it to the world like an idiot. Come on.
Because I attempted to harm myself because I'm supposed to be normal, even though I watched my brother die right in front of me. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Isn't America lovely?
How is this America's fault? Like, what? Like, shut up.
God bless America.
That strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. Call and get connected to the deluxe bundle. Get a faster motor.
Whose fault is that? Not my fault. I was out all day, busy, doing important things.
Sure.
I didn't call the cops on myself. They said somebody called the cops, and because the cops showed up, that's what happened. Why are you blaming me for someone else using police to harass me, and then say I tried to harm myself, and so they said I'm too mental to say, you know what, I'm not even.
Well, that's the thing. According to you, you were trying to harm yourself. You see, it's like that's the part that you just try to disassociate from. Like, what are we talking about here? So unless you're saying that you knew taking 7 Tylenol wasn't going to do shit, this was all just a big manipulation tactic, like we've all been saying. Okay.
I'm going to explain it to you. It's a lawsuit. That's defamation. You cannot deny
It's
someone a
not.
place to sleep because of their mental health.
That's only a brainstem reflex.
And they wonder why people's mental health is so jacked up. And then they wanted to put me in an unsafe situation under a bridge after I just went through a carjacking.
They should have.
Where
Shit.
people do drugs.
Yep.
Where there's a whole encampment full of tents so someone could drive by and just easily shoot at everyone because some reporter wanted to say that homeless people should be eradicated.
Girl, shut up. Shut up, Tophia. Like, as much gun violence as there is in America, I don't think I've ever heard of like a homeless encampment getting shot up. Like, what are you talking about? You just be saying shit, bro.
And someone went to a homeless encampment and shot it up. So now I'm supposed to be sleeping with a hood, with no tent, on the dirt, on the pavement. Luckily, God forbid, I'm great at money management because I paid for this room. God
If you say
forbid,
so.
I could have been under a bridge and got shot up.
Sure.
Wow. Well, people think this is just some funny joke. Yeah,
It is,
I'm
though.
going to be laughing all the way to the bank when I sue them for defamation. You cannot deny someone a place because of their mental health. I am not a danger to anyone. They
But
didn't say I
yourself.
was a danger to anyone. But you got people that yeah. You literally have this guy in a wheelchair who is saying that he was going to knock this lady again in her head. But I'm the one that's deprived sleep and a place to stay. But you let this guy in a wheelchair, who you say continuously does it every single day, argues, yells, was screaming at everyone on the bus to get off the bus and hurry up, that we're too slow, and then proceeds to tell a man in a wheelchair, tells this lady he's going to knock her in the head again. Oh yeah, he can threaten assault on a woman, but that's not mental. That's not.
Whataboutism. And we're literally talking about a guy in a wheelchair. Like, come on, Tophia. Like, please just be quiet. Please. Like, go to a different subject. I know you're upset about getting kicked out, but you just sound stupid right now.
Not insane. That's not crazy. And then the security told him to be quiet and says, be quiet. You always do this. So he always threatens to knock women in the head and assault them, and you let him come back? Yeah, that's a good one.
She'll never recover. I can let her suffer.
I will never understand.
The law is clear.
I don't understand you. So we're in the same camp.
And I get a 30-day suspension and almost get thrown under a bridge because you want to say, I have proof that I was not filming on property.
So Rick has more rights than a mother.
In this case,
Tophia, I don't think it's about whether you were filming on property or not. And I'm sure you were filming on property. That's probably just like another reason they decided to go ahead and get your ass up out of there. But it sounds like it had nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with your Tylenol stunt.
There's literally, where do they have a brick wall like that? It's on Central and Girard, where the Taco Bell is.
Cora's never getting better. She deserves to die with
There is no such thing like that at the shelter.
She has been a mother for 30 years. I think that counts more than
I literally have proof. It's okay. I'm not even going to say anything anymore. I'm a lawyer up. They have a big lawsuit on their hands, a gigantic lawsuit. You cannot deny someone a place to sleep because of their mental health. Nowhere did I say I needed an evaluation to stay there. That's not what I was told.
Okay.
Well, apparently after trying to delete yourself from the server, you must have not read the fine print. It must have been in there somewhere.
Who would know that better than her own mom?
And they wonder why people's mental is so messed up.
Did she ever tell you where she worked if something like this happened? No, we haven't talked about it.
Olivia Benson.
She's not a quitter.
Well, I am going to win because I got a pro bono lawyer. I know someone who could give me a lawyer, and I will win because it is discrimination.
It's
It's
not.
discrimination. That's like saying you can't sleep at the shelter because you're in a wheelchair. You can't deny someone a place to.
Tophia, in what world is that even remotely the same? Like, what are you talking about? How are you likening a Sui, a Minecraft attempt, to just someone that is just in a wheelchair? Like, you're so fucking dumb. It's insane.
to sleep because of their mental health. I could see if it was putting people in danger. What is what I did to myself have anything to do with the people around me? They never said I was putting people in danger. They said because I'm too mental. For me, it was just looked like he was talking to himself. Whatever the case may be, I just tend to ignore those people. I didn't feel unsafe. But if she felt it was not safe, then she should have reported it to security instead of throwing my mom in harm's way.
Ah, I see.
Literally said, can I get in front of you guys because to get away from him? No, can you get security and tell them, hey, this guy is making me feel unsafe? What kind of throw my mom in harm's way? And I know my mom wasn't in harm's way or I would have had her move. I would never leave her to get hurt. The guy was just talking to himself, being a little weird.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure when the carjacking happened, you jumped out of the car and subsequently left your mom. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Yes, but you just ignore those people.
For later analysis, it was a partial print of the shoe.
So yeah, I gotta get, it's 3:33. I better get off and get some sleep because I gotta get up early.
Yeah, go do something with your life, girl. Go do something with your life.
Safe.
Get it together now. Nah, we're good. All right, and that's gonna do it for today. Thank you all for checking out the video. Appreciate you all watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing and dropping a like on the video. Highly appreciate it. Makes a huge difference. And yeah, with that, I'm gonna get up out of here. I've been playing Pragmata, and yeah, I'm gonna jump back into dad mode and try to beat this game over the rest of this week. So y'all be good, be safe, be kind to each other, and I will see you all very soon.